How's everyone doing? And my camera and my video just took a picture of me all on its own. Weird things. Anyways, how's everybody doing? I've had a hell of a morning. I've already been to Walmart. I got a new kitty here. Well, old kitty, my girlfriend's kitty, my nephew, sibling to my baby kitty. So I have 4 kitties in the house. And I bought them some toys this morning, so when I got back, we had a little play fest. And it makes my day. It is what it is. But my first cup of coffee, and it's 9 o'clock already. Wow. But I did sage us up a little bit. And the sage is actually pretty quiet this morning, so I think a lot of us are starting to off the, and of course cat hair, off this eclipse and new moon that we had. But I only pulled 2 decks today, but really, all right, cat hair, probably ate it, whatever. I only used 2 decks today. Oracle of the Energies, and the noise in the background is Coffee Pot Finishing by Colette Baron Reid, one of my favorites. And then my other one is the Quantum Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor, and they're both about energies. So, numbers 5, 1, 7, 6, 5, 11, 26, and 36. So if you break them down, the last 3 is 2, 8, and 9. But for you singles out there, like myself, you have a loving man coming in. You see him? He's bringing you flowers. Somebody unexpected. Now, this person could be a person from the past who's just trying to come back in, or this could be a new person. Now, you take it however it fits your story. I'm not going to tell you how that goes. But with Body and Soul being the card that's underneath it for me, and they're both 5s, I'm thinking that this is a new person, and that this is somebody that's really going to get you for once. And it's not going to be a competition, and it's not going to be, somebody that plays the game and all the mind games and, I'm not going to call her for 3 days and I'm not going to do this and, she should be doing this for me and blah, 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 blah. Whatever. It's not going to be that. It's going to be someone who actually gets you, knows that you need some time to yourself, knows that you want to do some things, with them. You're going to take it slow. You're not going to rush into this. You're going to take your time. But the thing is, Body and Soul, I'm going to read a little bit of that one because I think it's a good thing. What I'm feeling off of it anyways. Yep, this makes sense. So, taking care of yourself, seeing yourself as a complete package. Body, not separate from soul. Centered in your sense of self. Comfortable in your body, your authentic identity, and physical health. So, I've said this before. When you, again, I forgot to turn that light off. Start taking care of you. You draw in those people. And you draw in the people that are meant for you because they see you taking care of you and that you're important to yourself and that you want to be the best you possible. And that's when I always say you pull in the people that are going to love you on your highest timeline. Now, what do I mean by that? For some of you that, haven't been out and studied, a lot of the things and whatnot, your highest timeline is what you strive to be, is what you strive to do in your world. And getting to that timeline is loving yourself, taking care of yourself, making sure that you're getting all of your necessities met and you're doing a good job of it. You're not sabotaging yourself, those times where, oh my God, everything's going really, really well. When's the other shoe going to drop? Don't do it to yourself. Keep going in that direction. Keep doing the things that are, making you happy. But then we have hidden motivations and imperfect harmony. So I can take this one of 2 ways. hidden motivations can be things within yourself that you still have doubt, which we all do, but overcoming those things, overcoming those motivators. What's motivating you to do something? Is it for ego, or is it truly for something for yourself? And there's a big difference in that. And that's sometimes where you got to sit down and, just think about it, put it on paper. Buy my morning gratitude journal, which is listed above in the comments or in the box itself. And again, this left one, for whatever reason, does not like to cooperate with me. It doesn't fit in my ear as well as my right one does. But in perfect harmony, meaning, let's take a look at that card too. I know what I feel, but yeah. Togetherness, healthy and harmonious partnerships, commitment to a relationship, collaboration with others, but also keeping your independence. It's a tough one, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit. You should go into a relationship. Now, this is just advice. This is not, I'm telling you what to do. But if you want a healthy relationship, you should go into the relationship knowing that there's always going to be some things that the individual is going to have that you're not going to like. You are never going to find that perfect person. I'm sorry. There's going to be some days, some things, something. And if you think that there is somebody like that, good luck, because we all have our things. But when you start listening to your inner self and you start listening to the things that make you tick and the things that make you happy and the people that you surround yourself with, now that's the huge thing, and listening. Family, friends, and guides is one of the other cards, but listening to the people that make sense to you, not the people that are projecting their own feelings on you, not the people that are naysaying you, but if there's something that you maybe aren't seeing and they're letting you know about it, trust that gut. Your inner voice is always going to be your best bet. And if you haven't started listening to it, set up a day with me, set up an appointment with me. I can get you started in the right path on that, because we all have it. And wherever it materializes in your body is generally where you need to start working on certain things. And chakras, within your body, they need to become aligned. And if they're not aligned, that part of your body is where you're going to feel pain, or you're going to feel things that aren't working right for you. And it's amazing how quickly you sense things and how quickly you see things now when you choose to be in alignment and you choose to listen to your body and you choose to quit doing those things that aren't good for your body. I had a conversation yesterday with a girlfriend who I absolutely adore, and I haven't spoken to her in a long time. The thing was, her complaint was her body's starting to fall apart. Well, why is that? Have you taken good care of your body? Have you done the things for your body that you think, it needs? Or have you been, throwing poisons down your throat that you've been doing for so many years? And now your body is fighting back at you and saying, you know what? You weren't nice to me. And now I'm not being nice to you. It's honestly what happens. So, when you have people in your world that are going to be a motivator for you, and they're a good motivator for you, they're not critical, they say things to you, they motivate you in the right direction, those are the people you want to have around you, because they're going to steer you, maybe to something that you didn't see, or a person. Meeting that loving man because of a good friend. You never know. And the next card, of course, is the honoring path. When you start honoring your path, the path that you were meant to be here for, the purpose that you're here for, the things that you decided before you got here. You decided who your parents were going to be. You decided the purpose you were going to do. You decided all the things that you wanted to do. You did. And then you came here. You decided those things, whether you know that or not. And when you do go on the honoring path, you're going to get a great old big love. Backwards, sorry guys. But think about that. Love for you, a love for others, a love for things. I say it almost every time I get on here. When you start loving yourself, it starts to flow out to other people. And it flows into your household, and it flows into your community, and it flows into the people that you care about. And I'm not saying that every day is going to be that way. I don't live in a dream world. Well, maybe sometimes. I'm a Pisces. But when you start honoring those things and taking care of yourself, it's amazing. You know, I watch a lot of my friends over the years, and even myself, you know, struggle with things because why? We were trying to please other people. We were trying to do things for other people that, you know, I'd get slapped in the forehead, slapped in the face, literally put down on the concrete. And I still would continue doing that versus taking a step back and going, okay, how many more times does this need to happen? How many more times do I need to be told? How many more times do I need to get the slap in the face? How many more times? Before I realize and go, you know what? I need to do something different. I need to change a habit. I need to change a social group, whatever it might be, you know. Because when you choose the right ones and the family, friends, and your guides, now this is a big one for me. When I started listening and having that relationship, you know, build, and it got stronger for me with the Most High. My things are Father God, Mother Earth, and the highest of the Most High. Pretty much covers everything for me. You have to listen. I'm telling you, I go outside almost every day and I stand by a tree that is out. We have a smoking section, and for those of you, yes, I do indulge in the smoky treat, as I call it. But it also is a calming effect for me. It also helps with the pain that I still get with the broken ankle that I had. I chose not to do the beautiful drugs that they, you know, hand out from the pharmaceuticals. You know, a few days after surgery and the couple of days right after I injured myself, yes, pain was horrible. But all it did was make me sleep. And I've learned what works for my body. I basically quit the drinking too. Once in a great while, you know, I might have a little bit here or there, but it's a poison, you guys. And we put it into our bodies because either, one, we like the taste of it, two, we're running from something and we just don't want to deal, or we're letting off some steam. Now, I'm not saying that alcohol is a bad thing for everybody, because if you use it in the right way, you can have a great time. But when it's your go-to for, I've had a bad day and da-da-da, and I don't want to feel anything, I don't know. I used to do that. I don't do that anymore. So, a little tangent as always. But the guides, your guide, I'm telling you, they will talk to you if you listen. And it is a different voice. It's not you. That's when you know you're connected. You know, and people are like, you're just not slurry. Well, you want to think that that's okay. It's your opinion, and I'm okay with that. You know, I don't get upset very, very, very often. And when I do, it's for either somebody hurting a child, somebody hurting an animal, or somebody being extremely disrespectful to somebody that doesn't deserve it. You can control the one thing in your world, and that's yourself. And that's how you relate to people. It's how you talk to people, and it's how you come at people. Come at people kindly. You're going to get a better response. I don't care what it is. I don't care how pissed off you are. I just won't do it anymore. And I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. Of course it does. But you know what I do? I go outside, put my feet in the grass, and I settle myself, because I know that there's something that's bothering me and I need to get it out. But I need to find a better way to express it than to scream at somebody. My children, over the years, and I do have to say, I mean, they've seen it out of me, but my son has said to me many times, he goes, Mom, yeah, you never really yelled at us. Well, I didn't want that, because it's what I grew up with. And it's like, you knew walking into the house on eggshells that, okay, who's going to be screaming today, and who's going to be yelling at so-and-so, and you know, it was almost like you wanted to make the scatter right to your bedroom and then just stay in your little haven and not come out. I never wanted my kids to live like that. I wanted them to know that the house was theirs and they could go anywhere in the house. And if they had a problem, they could come talk to me. anybody knows that I'm a good listener. I'm going to listen to you and I'm going to give you some advice. Maybe advice you don't want to hear, but then don't ask those questions. But everybody should have somebody that they can go to and talk to and feel safe with and know that their story isn't going to go out to somebody else. I've had many a friend say, Lori, you've never said, I never will. That is not who I am. It's not my business to tell other people. Other people have asked me and I'll be like, it's not my business. Go ask that person. Because I won't do that. I don't feel it's right. If somebody comes to you in a confidence and shares something with you because it's either bothering them or it's a relationship that they're having a problem with, that's between you and that person and nobody else. And I wish more people lived by that, because honestly, this world would be a lot nicer place. But the last card, once you develop that, deciding who your friends and family and your guides and those things are, is you're going to start seeing beyond. You're going to start being able to develop that third eye of yourself, and you're going to be able to start trusting yourself a little bit more. So what do I see? I see that you've got some big things coming in for you, but you got to start using your intuition. You got to start using the things that you know are right and wrong. And the people that you're letting into your life is going to make a big difference. If you go through and you have to cut out a lot of people out of your life, it's okay. I've done it. I've cut family out. I barely talk to anybody in my family, and they might have their comments and things about it, but that's okay. I've lived, I've survived, I've made it, and so have they. And I don't wish well or bad on anybody. I wish everybody well. I just want people to be the best that they can be and work on themselves and know that it all starts with you. Because if you can't take accountability for you, your actions, and the things that you do in this world, you're going to have a tough time. Nobody is to blame. Unless they're, they're just that unhappy and they're coming after you because they are that unhappy, then yes, it's that person. But don't go out into this world and make other people unhappy and be that way to other people just because you're miserable. That's not how this world works. And the government, the pharmaceutical companies, and everybody that's trying to dictate to us how we need to live, start listening to yourself. You'll get a lot further in this world, I'm telling you. And if you need some direction or if you need some help, it's why I'm here. It's why I'm trying to get out here almost every day, just to help in the direction of love yourself, work on yourself. Don't wait till you're in your 50s like I did. Don't do it. Start now. Be a better parent for those kids. Be a better parent for other people's children. It takes a village. I was lucky. I grew up in a town where all the moms and dads took care of everybody's children, and it didn't matter whose mom or dad it was. You listened. And you just were okay, and whatever it was. And that's just kind of how we lived. And it's funny, hair just wants to do its own thing today. And I was okay with that because I knew I was protected, and I knew that they would protect me just like I was one of their own. That is the beautiful thing of communities, and you get to choose where you raise your children, where you want to live, and what kind of community you want to be in. It's up to you. So go and have a beautiful weekend. I hope to get on later this weekend. We'll see how busy I get, but I love you guys, and I just hope that you can go out and make a difference for yourself today. Okay? I'll see you soon.